Hi, this is Peter Darts Clairvoyant here. I'm doing your Aries astrology reading now through the tarot for February 21. So that's Aries astrology reading February 2021. Okay, so let's just give the cards a really good shuffle. Let's get some energy into them. And we'll see what we get out for Aries today. While I'm just shuffling these cards, give them a good shuffle. If you can, at the end of this video, if you can like, comment, share, subscribe if you're on the YouTube. About this video, my channel, that would be brilliant. And in return, I will pull somebody out to win a free reading. There's going to be a free reading given for Facebook readers and a free reading given for YouTube. But the main thing is you've got to share this video. But like, comment that you've done it all, subscribe, that'd be brilliant on YouTube. But like I say, the share is the main thing. Right, okay, so I think we put enough energy into that. Let's see what we get here. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's see what we get here now for you Aries for February 2021. So the feeling here now is throughout the month it feels like I've got to make some big massive decisions for myself, and this is your victory sword. This is the Ace of Swords, the sword of Excalibur. So you know the old story how Excalibur pulls the sword out the rock. You know, it's like he's victorious, isn't he? You know, not everybody can do it, you know, because it's stuck. You know, he's got to be a powerful god or powerful mind and strength to do it. So it takes real courage sometimes to make big decisions in life. You know, they're not easy, are they? To walk away from something or to do something. You know, you might be risking everything, but sometimes these things have to be done. They just have to, because if you don't do it, you just delay your life. And, you know, but sometimes, you know, things happen for a reason, like, you know, maybe it's not the right time and delaying is the right thing. But at the end of the day, eventually we have to come to that point where we have to just do it, you know, because otherwise you're always going to be thinking, second guessing, what if, you know what I mean? So it's very interesting, isn't it, that? So now it's all about strength of courage, and this is what it's all about, focusing on our strength to make things happen. Now there's somebody around you here that I feel that you don't trust, whether it's trust them that they're letting you down, or trust them you can't rely on them, or trust them that they're doing something across you. So just keep an eye on maybe 1 or 2 people around you where you feel that you've got that connection and it doesn't sort of sit right with you. Okay, it's like you've got that kind of mistrust with them. So you'll have to use your intuition a little bit here to work things out of what you feel as though is best for you to do in this situation, so to speak. But I'm sure bit by bit you'll figure things out and you'll put things back on track as you move forward. 1 or 2 of you are going to be thinking about movement. Now this could be because he's moving forward, charging forward. So this could be to do with house moves, or it could do with moving job, because 1 or 2 of you are going to focus on sort of changing your careers. So there's new jobs there. In fact, here you've got your wishes and dreams here. So whatever it is you want, whatever it is you're looking for, it's all there. But you've got to continue to look forward. You know, don't look backwards. 1 or 2 of you are looking, so, well, not so much looking backwards, but you're not exactly, you know, you're not exactly sort of rushing to move forward. And I get that, and I understand, you know, it's difficult, it's not easy, but it's something I feel as though you've got to do. You've got to try and get yourselves back on track now. and start looking to the future and making things happen. Very difficult in times like this, but it doesn't mean we can't do it. It's a bit like saying, where's the will, there's a way. So we just got to find that way forward. And then I feel like bit by bit, we'll start to get where we need to be. So all we need to do now is nurture our thoughts and ideas forward. And in the meantime, we're either holding on to his jobs or whatever it is we need to make those decisions and get on with it, let go of the situation and start to move forward. And also one or two of you as well, perhaps got to start holding on to your money a little bit and just looking after it for a little bit longer, or just trying to put some aside for a rainy day. It's all good. We've got to spend, we've got to pay the bills, we want a little treat, and that's great. But we need to try and save a little bit as well, because even if it's only a few quid each week we put aside at the end of the year, if the washing machine goes wrong or something, it's like I feel as though you've got the money to do it, if you know what I mean. And that's what it's all about. So focus on this now, because that's going to be very, very important, okay? So all you've got to do now is just tap into your strengths now. It's like you've got to be a bit stubborn, a bit set in your ways now to push your thoughts and your ideas and agenda forward. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're wanting now, it's all in your capable hands. And I feel like as you do that, you're going to feel better for it. It's almost like it just feels like you've got the energy, you're feeling great, you're feeling positive. And I think that's good. It's like a win-win situation, if you know what I mean. So I think that's marvellous. So just keep doing what you're doing, and bit by bit, you'll feel like your life is starting to move forward or taking shape in whatever direction it is you're looking at, whether it be just general, personal, career, friendships, your home, it doesn't matter. It's whatever you've got sorted out, you've got to sort out. And that's what it's all about. So that's wonderful. Right, let's have a look at relationships. Relationships for you, Aries. Aries relationships. Two, three, four. Okay, so you Aries now, it's like I feel like some of you are just feeling a little bit kind of sort of lost, like sort of not sure what you're wanting, what you're looking for. It's like I feel as though you're wanting something back, and you feel like you're not quite getting it. It's a bit like I feel like, do you know what, I'm here and I'm putting my energy into this, but I feel like, what am I getting back? Or am I giving and giving and giving and not receiving anything? So here, just feeling a bit sort of lost out in the cold a little bit. And it just feels like as if to say, do you know what, I seem to be putting a certain amount of energy into this connection, but I feel like I'm doing everything on my own. So it feels like I'm out in the cold. Now, I don't feel like as if to say you are doing everything on your own, but it just may feel like that sometimes, or the other person doesn't realise what they're doing to you. It's like sometimes we just carry on and we become a little bit sort of complacent, don't we? We don't realise what our actions are affecting other people. So I feel as if to say, don't worry about it, but I feel like you've got to speak your mind a little bit, just to let the other person know what you're thinking and feeling, because sometimes I feel like maybe you haven't said anything and they don't know how you're feeling. So maybe it's time for you to open up now with your thoughts and come out the cold into the warmth and say everything that you need to say. And then I feel like as you do that, it creates a new cycle, because then there's a new cycle coming in within relationships, and then you can start setting goals for the future and putting the positive passion and energy back into the relationship, and that would be really good, won't it? But I feel like if you don't say nothing, then it just feels as though it's going to continue to go downhill, so to speak, as if to say, you know what, it's not working, it's not moving forward, and I feel so, and that's what it's about. So I just feel now need to start to think about things a little bit, of what it is I'm looking for, and I feel so that's going to be so important as you move forward. Okay. Those of you that I feel so maybe single, I just feel so as if to say maybe you just got to stand your ground a little bit now, how you feel so you want to get out there now and perhaps connect with someone, because it isn't easy to connect with people in this day and age. But I just feel so, yeah, it's not impossible, but it can be done. And I just feel here somebody as well, or one or two of you could meet somebody through somebody who's perhaps self-employed, so maybe they're doing a job for you. And although again, it's not the right time to be meeting people, but some things have to be done, don't they? So we will meet people in the strangest of ways sometimes. So I just feel so one or two of you could be surprised the way you may meet someone just sort of out the blue that you don't expect, and then it's just like it's just there, if you know what I mean. So I just feel so just continue to move forward and see what life brings you, because sometimes life works in very strange ways to bring happiness and joy into your life. It's a bit like fate, isn't it? Fate makes things happen. So all you've got to do is just make the right choices of what you feel as though you should be doing, but just let life lead the way a little bit as well. And that will be very, very interesting. Those of you that are sort of, again, going back to sort of, in relationships, I do get the feeling as if to say, need to communicate my thoughts as I move forward. And I feel so that is going to be very, very important as you move forward. It's like your voice has got to be heard. And then I feel so as you do that, you'll have different paths that I feel so you can go down as you move forward. But I just feel so don't be frightened to say exactly what you think and feel, because that has such a major impact on everything that you're doing. Okay, so let's have a look now at Aries career. Okay. Right, so I just feel as though here, Aries, now, it's like here, I can see you putting new energy into the work side of your life. This is like me giving you a magic wand and saying, right, wave your little wand now, and you can get out there now, and you can make something happen here. And I just feel as though that would be absolutely amazing. It's like I feel so you're stirring new thoughts and ideas up and energies, and I just feel so that's good. And also, it could be a new job coming, a new business idea, and whatever it is, I feel so it's going to be very good, very positive, and it feels like that's happening perhaps over the next day, the next week, the next month. So maybe you're thinking about it now, but you implement it sort of in March, or you sort of just going through this month, and then all of a sudden a eureka moment comes in March, because that one is 1 month. So big changes over the next sort of 4 weeks, so to speak. But what you mustn't do now is let things hold you back, because here it just feels like as if to say, see the ball and chain here? It's like I feel like I'm being held back. I can't do the things that I want to do. So, it's not easy. But I do feel also one or two of you as well, you're definitely not happy with what's going on within your careers, or you feel like somebody's letting you down, or talking behind your back, or just doing something negative that you're not happy about. So this is going to want to make a big change, which in turn brings the Justice card in, which is if to say, as you start to sort it all out, you will put things back on track, and you will get your just deserves, or the justice that you serve, or somebody's going to listen to you, because it's like the justice is coming back and restoring the balance. Or as you implement your new thoughts and ideas, it's going to work for you, because your justice is following on from that. So I just feel so just keep doing what you're doing there, and I feel like you'll be okay. Also, you've got the Queen of Wands coming out here, and this is where you could be getting a little bit more ambitious, wanting to do more and achieve more within your career goals. Also, there's a fire sign, and I'm absolutely sure Aries is a fire sign as well, if I can remember correctly. So overall, I just feel as though, you know, there's a good energy coming in here, and I feel as though things are moving forward quite nicely. So it just feels like just keep doing what you're doing, and you'll find yourself bit by bit now getting where you need to be within your careers. But it does feel like you want change, and you are going to be moving off in a different direction. It might take a bit of time to figure it all out, but with the star card crossing it, it's saying, you know, there's a bit of fate with this. It said, you know what, this is meant to be, you know, it's going to happen. So one way or another, things will move forward and take shape. So all you've got to do now is just get on with it. So we've got big major changes coming in now with the Death card, like something's ending, something is beginning. And then all of a sudden it's like you can feel very independent and very in control and in touch with your ideas. So I just feel as though it's all good. So just keep doing what you're doing, and I feel like bit by bit you'll start to get where you want to be. Okay, so just keep doing what you're doing and you'll be okay. But the Fool card's really interesting because this is all about taking a leap of faith. As if to say, taking a leap of faith with your thoughts and ideas. You may feel a little bit drained and a bit run down. You may feel like you've got a bit of a battle going on in your head. But this is why you're feeling drained, and it's telling you to take that leap of faith, even though you might not feel in the right place to do it, because you can't carry on like you are. This is pushing you to make a change. And then once you've jumped into the new changes, your energy levels will calm down. But if you don't make the changes, then you're being held back by the Devil card, and you'll continue to have the negative energy here. You'll continue to feel drained, and you'll continue to have a bit of a battle in your head. But if you start off with your new energy and go for it, it restores the balance. You walk away or you move off in a different direction, and your beautiful star card comes in, and everything's moving forward. So it's all there for the taking, isn't it? It's just waiting for you to do it. So not easy, not simple, but sometimes we've just got to make those changes and go for it. Right, let's pull your 3 cards out. Okay, so do reward yourself a little bit. It's like sometimes you give a lot of yourself, okay, and focus on service. So put that positive energy into what you're trying to do, and that will help get you where you need to be. And for some of you, could be perhaps thinking about running your own business, because there's self-employment. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it's all made sense, and, you know, perhaps sort of ponder over it a little bit and see where it leads you. And then also, you know, maybe come back to it a little bit later and perhaps go over it again. But yeah, all good. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and do continue to look out for maybe the other ones that are coming out. I'm just going to have a little break now and a cup of coffee to just rest my mind, because I've just done 3 in a row. So that's like 60 minutes more or less of doing these readings. I'm going to have a little break, refresh my mind a little bit, and then I'll come back on and do another 3 more. Okay, so I will promise to get all these done, because I know in the past I've done them then stopped them because I just don't have time. But I'm going to make time, because I've got a lot of work to do today, and I'm going to get them all done for you. Okay, so thank you. Tune in. Bye bye.